Good morning, everyone. I'm Shelley Bonke.
Hey, you're starting off different today.
I am.
All right. And I'm Donna Lynn Hutchinson. Hello. Welcome to our So What podcast that we have no idea what we're going to talk about today. And so what? Oh, I'm wearing my glasses.
Oh,
Taking the glasses
I was
off.
just checking my mic to make sure it was on.
Oh, yeah, that's okay. No problem.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not allowed to ask you.
Yeah, so you're not. Yeah. I said this morning, I'm feeling a little bit lost. And
But I
said,
wasn't allowed to ask her about it.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think it's just the new year, new things. What do I do now? There's a few things that I guess that I'm kind of mulling around in my head. So
why not talk about it? I mean, we all feel lost at some point, right? It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Well, it's just a couple of things I'm mulling around in my head. What's the next step? I'm doing some subcontracting work. So
Yeah.
I'm doing that. And I don't think it's enough. So
you're feeling lost in what way? I know you told me not to talk about it, but it's like
I think just where to go next. Whether go get a job. Like a leave the house job.
Leave the house job.
Yeah, leave the house job. Or do I really push the farm stand and the home baking and the home meals?
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of things in there I want to do. Or, maybe it's about leaving the house, maybe.
Well, sometimes it's hard to leave the house.
Yeah.
This is true. And feeling lost is a very common thing. I mean, when you set goals and then you achieve goals, sometimes there's a transition place where you're not really knowing what the next step is or what the next thing to do. And this is really, I think, the time to kind of reflect on that, instead of jumping into the next thing, just really trying to enjoy the pause and wait for something to kind of find its way to you.
Right. In that limbo stage.
Yeah. But I don't I like the word sort of like transition.
Transition.
Yeah. Because in limbo, if you're feeling in limbo, think about the word limbo.
Yeah. You got to put a positive spin on it.
Well, it's not so much positive. It's just because limbo feels like, oh my God, I'm in limbo. I don't know what to do. I'm so confused. I don't know where to go. It can bring up a lot of, and there's nothing wrong with the word. I'm just suggesting that, in a transition between something to something else, which we don't.
Something to something.
Right. Sometimes we don't always know.
Yeah, we don't always know. So I think it's okay just to be in that space and just
sure,
and just let it be what it is.
Yeah. And dive into the experience of feeling lost. Like go inside and notice, what does it feel like to feel lost? Would you like to do that today?
No, I actually don't want to do that today.
And why is that? What are you noticing?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, I'm not feeling anything right now other than, cheers.
Coffee, right? Yeah. Coffee's a good thing.
Better be careful. I don't spit my coffee out.
Yeah. Well, this morning I was inspired to write an article.
Right. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found, so in November, if you want to read the article, it's on smilingheartscounseling.ca. It's a blog post, and I posted it on Facebook as well. And it was really about understanding your whys behind your goals. Now, that's not a new concept. I know Simon Sinek talks a lot about finding your why, finding your purpose, finding your meaning around goals. And it's a great message because we set goals. I set a bunch of goals in November. I set like 12 goals.
Wow.
That's a lot. And some of them were big, hairy, audacious goals.
Tell me some of those goals.
Well, sell 1,000 books.
Okay.
So that's a big number.
Yeah.
6 speaking engagements and 52 podcasts.
Wow.
And then there were other, those were the big 3.
Yeah.
And then the rest of them were smaller. But I was looking at those goals and I'm like, wow, I had this moment of fear and doubt. Oh my, can I sell 1,000 books?
Absolutely, you can.
Yeah. I mean,
sure.
In publishing, especially self-publishing, and I wrote this in the article, most books that are self-published only sell in their lifetime 250 copies.
Holy.
That's not a good number. I mean, that's a nice number that 250 people bought your book. But at the same time, it's like, well,
Do you think when people self-publish, they burn out at that 200, 250 mark?
No, it's a lot harder because when you have a publisher and an agent, now you have somebody marketing your book for you. Whereas when you write, and self-publish, you have to do it all yourself.
Right.
So that process, it's the old adage, you're good at one thing, but maybe not the other. So
Right.
writers are very good at writing, but are they really marketers and advertisers and promoters? And, they could be, but most really just have the artistry and not that business acumen.
Right.
So,
right.
yeah.
But yet, if you have an editor and stuff, then they do that for you.
A
But
publisher,
they also
yeah.
a publisher. But
Yeah.
then they also
They book you book tours.
But they also
promote you.
take a big cut of it.
They do, but if you sell a lot of books, you get it's a
Right.
big number, right? But anyway, so going back to the goals, I was like, okay, well, I was thinking about Simon Sinek, and I was thinking about, well, why? Why are these? Because I wrote this list, and then I looked at it, and I go, well, why is this important? Because without the why would I even want to pursue such big, audacious goals? So you
Because
asked,
that's what you do.
oh, that's what
You do. You
tell
set
me more.
yourself big goals, and you usually accomplish them. I don't know of any goal that you haven't accomplished.
Well, I do know one in particular.
What's
But
that?
it's out of my control. It's out of our control.
Oh, yeah, but we can't talk about
We
that.
can't talk about it.
No.
Yeah.
Well, that is out of your control, but
Yeah.
if you put it out to the universe, hopefully, I don't know.
I don't know. But you're right. But normally when I set goals, I set them in a very realistic way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, well, I don't think I really ever examined the why. And yes, it's the onion layer where you're peeling back many layers. Of
Right.
Why do you want something?
Why do you want something?
So
Yeah.
why?
Sometimes I can't even answer that. Why do I? Sometimes you just want something. You just don't even know why. You just want it so bad. You don't even know why.
Well, then
That's possible.
why do you want something so bad? Like what's the why behind the want?
Well, maybe you just can't answer that why.
But I think if you,
I know sometimes I can't.
well, do you have an example?
Can't talk about it.
Oh, it's the thing that we're not allowed to talk about. Okay. Yeah. Well, we can say that we have been applying to, yes, we can say that. We can. We can't say what.
No, don't
even go there. Okay.
Go there.
We can't talk about it. Needless to say, there's been an application to something that we can't talk about that hasn't happened yet, but we can't talk about it.
That's all you
So
get.
that's all you get.
Yeah.
And it's not in our control because it's in other people's control.
Exactly.
So we can't make that one happen.
No.
Because it's other people's decision.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But other than that, normally when you set a goal, it's something that you personally can achieve. And so when you
Sure, as long as your goal is something that's within your control.
right. Okay. So, but if I go back to the why, because we're leaving people hanging, I made a goal to sell 1,000 books. Why?
Yeah.
So
Why did you do that?
Right. So you would think, well, financial, obviously,
Yeah.
that would be the first thing. But
Yeah.
in reality, it's not like if I sell 1,000 books, am I going to become automatically financially secure? No, it takes hundreds of thousands, right? Even millions of copies of something, especially when you self-publish, to get that financial security. But financial security is one of my whys.
Oh,
I've never felt financially secure.
really?
Yeah. Even when there's been, and I'm not saying we're destitute because we're not,
No.
but even when there's been an abundance, I saw that abundance as still scarcity.
Oh,
And as I'm
Interesting.
going to be 57 this year and I'm looking towards my retirement, and the way things have been structured, it's like, well, what's that going to look like?
right.
So
right.
the why is around feeling secure
Mm,
so that I don't have to work until I'm 81 or 85 or whatever, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Right. But then there's more to that. It's like, okay, so the financial security is one thing, but then the other thing is like the more people that read the book that I tell my story to, because already the responses have been people are feeling very connected, very
Yeah.
healing. They
Yeah.
hear my voice. It's been very helpful. The more people that read it, the more people potentially could be helped.
So you're talking about your book right now. There might be people that are watching that don't even know your book, and you don't have a copy here.
No, I didn't look at. See,
Wow.
A writer is not a very good marketer, right?
Should I grab a copy?
Yeah, you'll go get a copy. So it's the So What mindset, busting through limiting beliefs to live your best life. It's available through Amazon. I wrote it last year. It's been on my bucket list to write. I talked about it lots. Shelley's going to grab a copy. But this is exactly what I'm talking about. Writers are writers, not necessarily marketers. So anyway, you can hold it up. But so the other reason that this was important and the other why behind it was because, the more people that read it, the potential for them to get help. But why is that important? Why do I want to help people? So the other,
Because I think Oh, I don't want to.
No, go ahead. You go.
Well, I think that's one of the things that you do. You like to help people. I think, that's what I see of you. Whether you're helping people, even when I first met you as a personal trainer and a trainer of trainers, you had a school that you trained people to become trainers. That's helping people to succeed. I think you get great joy out of helping people move forward, succeed, feel, that they can accomplish anything.
Right.
I think you have that whatever that is, that thing, you have it.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. I love you. Okay. Yes. And if I go deeper and say, but why? Where does that come from? And then I have to think, okay, well, I talk a lot about my childhood in this book. I think a lot of that comes from not being seen, not being heard, not having any attention paid to me, not having any validation. So because I see that, I experienced that growing up, when I sort of see that's happening in others and people tell me that that's been their experience, it's like not only do I want to help fill that void for that person or understand how they could fill it for themselves, but somewhere within me, it also helps me as well. So helping others helps me.
Oh, help me, help you.
What's that thing? What is it?
It's the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah. Help me, help you.
Yeah. Show me the money.
Yeah, exactly. That's so true. So yeah. I think when it comes down to the ultimate why, it's probably that, because the more of me that gets out there, whether that be in book format, in podcast format, in speaking engagement format, there's always a potential. And listen, I'm not saying that I'm going to be there to help anybody, but I know that I have been helpful to people in sharing my story and vulnerability. That would be my intent. But people have to be ready for that for themselves, if that makes sense. There's no hubris in this, I guess, is what I'm saying.
The hell does that word mean?
I don't know. I can't describe it. It's like my intentions are pure and good, I suppose.
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So why? Understanding the why.
Understanding the why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And really going deep, if you want, you don't have to, about why is the goal. Even the goal of losing weight and toning up, which was this time of year, I'm sure there's lots of people like, I want to lose weight and tone up. It was like, why?
Yeah. Why? Well, obviously lots of people can answer that why, because it's like, they want to look better. They want to feel better. They want to, I guess those are the two things: look better, feel better, be more healthy,
But why?
Longevity. Why? Well, there's probably multiple reasons. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't begin to answer people's whys, but.
Yeah. But if people can answer those whys for themselves, and when the going gets rough, and the motivation starts to feel like it's not there and the willpower starting to crack, knowing your purpose can really be helpful, because it goes beyond just whatever it is that you're saying. It's like, when you go to a meeting, okay, and people say, okay, let's talk about this. Let's do a brainstorming activity.
Right.
And oftentimes people will come up with ideas very quickly.
Yeah.
Those are all garbage. You want the ideas where people start to create silence, where they get stumped. What comes after that is usually very good.
Right.
Because you discard all of the shortcuts, all of the things that out in the world, that is influencing you to find your creativity.
And you get down and deep into
dig
deep into the dirty there. And,
correct.
And
that's what the why does.
Really comes up with some good stuff. Yeah.
And that's what the why does.
Right.
Otherwise, don't set goals. Don't set goals you don't believe that you can achieve. Don't set goals.
That's just setting yourself up for failure right there.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't have big, huge goals. I mean, unless you believe that you can actually.
I think huge goals are okay.
Yeah.
But believe that you can get there, and remember to break them into chunks.
Right.
And follow them up with your why.
And then ask why you want those.
Yeah.
And what's driving you for that? Because you got to have something to drive you towards that, or you're just flapping your gums, really.
Well, and it's like oftentimes I hear about lack of motivation.
Right.
So I look at lack of motivation in a very different way. I don't believe that we lack motivation. I do believe that if you like to do something, you're going to be motivated to
Sorry, you had something
to
right
do
there.
it. Did I?
Yeah, I got it.
Was it a boogie?
No, I got it.
Okay.
No, it wasn't a boogie. Oh.
Yeah. So I don't need to. Okay. Here's a perfect example. I don't need to be motivated to go play pickleball. All you have to say is pickleball, and I'm going.
Right.
I don't lack
Yeah.
motivation to do something that I like. I lack motivation to do things that I find too hard, or I don't understand, or I don't have the skill set for, or I don't have the patience for,
Right.
or I don't really want to do.
I heard something the other day, but I can't remember what it was. It wasn't motivation. So take the word motivation out of there. I'm trying to think of what that was that they said. It's not you don't need motivation. You need to just do.
You need action.
Action. That's it.
Yeah, you don't need motivation. You need action.
Action.
Absolutely.
That's like, I got no
100%.
motivation. No, you got no action.
That's right.
You don't get up off your butt.
That's
you
right.
got no action.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then
Yeah.
people would say, but I don't have like the drive or the motivation to get off my butt to do the thing.
Then you don't want it bad enough.
That's what I tend to think. I'm thinking then it's whatever it is that you're forcing yourself to try and motivate yourself to do. Maybe that's not really something that you deep down want, and go for your why. Like ask yourself, why do you want this thing? I would often tell people, especially in fitness, if you want to lose weight and tone up, that's fine. Why do you want to do that? Like what's driving that? What's important to you?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And-
well, some people say, oh, I got a wedding to go to, or I got a graduation, or I got this. Yeah.
But oftentimes, it would be like, well, if it's not really that important to you, like some people would say, I really don't want to. I just feel like I need to.
Right.
Well, then don't.
Yeah.
You actually don't. If you don't need to for health and you're just doing it for aesthetic, cut yourself some slack and let the goal go.
Yeah.
Because it's not really a goal. It's a sense of like duty and obligation.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's interesting. You're right. So if you can answer the why, then you might have a little more meat.
You might have a little bit more meat and a little bit deeper understanding of what it is that your intention and perhaps why that intention is important. And if you don't understand that and you don't get there, that's okay. You can say, so what? That doesn't matter. I can still set a goal and I can still make it specific and measurable, attainable, realistic, and trackable. I can use the SMART method and I could just, track my metrics and maybe you talk about how you'll feel when you get to this goal. Maybe you don't understand the why, but you'll understand the feeling behind it.
Right.
And let the feeling drive you, like the feeling of pride or sense of accomplishment or feeling good in your body or in your mind or in your spirit.
Yeah, yeah.
That's okay too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm really glad that you shared that you were feeling lost because it brought this conversation forward.
It did. It brought this topic.
Yeah. Why were you so reticent to talk about it though?
I don't know. I just didn't feel like talking about it. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like when we do these podcasts, I'm always going to end up crying.
You haven't. We've done a few now.
I know.
There has been no tears. You are under-promising.
I locked up the tears. I locked them up. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
There hasn't been anything probably that deep that, triggered that yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they might.
There's a possibility.
There's always a possibility.
There is always a possibility.
Yeah.
You got any last words?
Normally I do have them.
I silence, Donna.
What? I am a very silent person.
Oh, actually, I know that.
Yeah.
I
don't know. It's I've said this is going to be a good year. 2026 is a good year. It feels that way. And yet I also feel a bit kind of lost too, even though I've set 12 goals for myself.
Wow. Maybe we're in a transition of some sort.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
But because the goals don't really denote transition.
But maybe you and I are in some sort of a transition. And, we are sucked in with winter where we live.
Yeah, you probably can see the snow behind us here.
Yeah.
We're in Sunshine Valley, so we're
it's snowing pretty good right now.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
So you got, about 30 seconds to wrap it up. Like I said, maybe we are in a transition. Sorry to interrupt.
That's okay.
So maybe that's what we're talking about next time.
Transitions?
Yeah.
Transitions.
Yeah.
The transition zone. I got a lot to say about that.
Yeah.
But I guess to wrap up, one, if you haven't bought the book already, it's on Amazon, The So What Mindset. I read the article I wrote this morning, if you're following me on Facebook, you can read it, or go to smilingheartscounseling.ca and you can read. There's all kinds of blog posts as well as there. And I know I've said that very quickly. So pause and write it down. And and know your why. Like maybe you can figure out for yourself why these things are important to you if you're setting goals or aspirations, and sit and reflect on that. And that's
our time.
All right.
I'm
Excellent.
again Shelley Bonke.
And I'm Donna Lynn Hutchinson. Thank you so much for watching us, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.
Bye.